Here we go to fun part.
Hey guys, it's Maymay and my trusty sidekick.
Oh, Vinny's here.
And Shenanigans, the one, the only Shenanigans. She is here and ready to go. So, the other day when we did the regular club reveal, yes. I made this card and showed it to you guys. And I said, if y'all want to see how to do it, let me know. And this one was requested, I think there was a tie between this one and Shannon's. So I can show you how you did Shannon's too. I mean, we could show that one too because it's not hard. But I want to show you how I did this one because I think this is kind of a fun fold that we can use for a lot of things. Now today, I'm not going to make it exactly like this. I'm going to make it for a man, but I'm going to make it different. And I know my thumbnail says fishing for a card, but it's the same process. This is fishing thing. We're going to do a different thing. And War Eagle, to all my friends who gave me lots of words about houndstooth. You have no idea, man. All the comments were like, Maymay, what is wrong with you? Why are you doing houndstooth? I got a bunch of War Eagles anyway, and I love that. Love it. That was funny.
You did houndstooth because your husband despises all those other universities.
Not why I did houndstooth. I did houndstooth, and if you'll notice, I did a tight houndstooth because I think it reminds me of men suiting. Like, you know, like an old, classic, thick, tweed.
Checkered breeches.
Tufted checkered breeches. That's what it reminds me of. That's a long story. Anyway, here's what you do to get started. That was an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. It's a card base, just like always. You put this into your trimmer, and I don't remember exactly what I cut it down to. I mean, I literally just made this happen.
I think I cut it, and I said, hey, here's your base.
Yeah, I don't remember what I cut. Oh, I just did that wrong. No, I didn't, did I? I remember now.
I remember now,
Yeah, I remember now, too. I didn't do it wrong. I remember now. Okay. I'll tell y'all.
It's like a mini A2.
It's like we just remembered what happened. Yeah, it was like a miniature. We were like, no one will know. Do you remember? No one will
now they know.
Now they know. All right, so I'm going to cut this down to 7.5 inches. So this one will actually be, no, it won't be A2. You'll see why. So I'm going to cut this down to 7.5 inches. And what that's going to do is it's going to take off enough of the front for us to get that cool little hangout. This little guy right here, which I think I called, what did I call in the title? What did I call this? Deco edge? Something like that? I don't remember. Okay, now what you got to do is you got to score it at 4 1/4 just like you always do. Now I know I just did that quick. I'm going to go back and tell you all of that. Just give me 1 second so I can show you it, okay?
Oh, Teresa, it was nice meeting you last Friday, too. We really enjoyed that.
Yo, we've had so many visitors. It's been really cool. We had, what, 22 people on Monday and Tuesday?
We've been exhausted.
It's been fun. So
it has been great.
This is an A2 card, A2, which means it's 8.5 by 5.5, okay? But we're going to cut it down to 7.5 by 5.5, and the short side is going to be the front. So the same score you always do, but this is going to be the front. So let me do this like I know what I'm doing. Use my little edge here. Oh, it won't even matter.
Nope.
I'll check the sides, and then I'm going to use my favorite new tool, y'all.
That you can't pick up.
I stinking love this thing. Stinking love it. Watch this.
And I know you bought them all out, but they're on order. They will be back.
I'm pretty sure they showed up today. I think they're already in line. I went in there a while ago to see what came back, and I'm pretty sure this is in.
There's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, she was putting it all in. So anyway, I love that guy. Okay. So now that you see this is the base you start with, now you can do anything you want. Look how simple that is.
Yes. Bone folders are back.
These are?
Yes.
What are these called?
Ergo bone folder.
Love this guy.
And the pencil bone folder is back as well.
Love it. Okay. Then I took my stub.
Oh, Vinny got it done.
Go. Go, man.
He's so proud of himself. Then I took my stub punch, okay? And what I did was I punched this corner. No, I did not do this yet. Time out, don't do that yet. I better start over. I'm not start over, but I better start with a fresh one, and you'll see why. I don't want to mess y'all up. But I will show you that. I want to show you that, what I was doing. Let me cut this back down and get us back to where we were. Because I don't want to get out of order. She's out of order. You're out of order.
Time out.
Okay.
Y'all just watch and don't craft along with her.
Yeah, don't craft with me yet. But let me show you this, okay? Because this is what you can do. Once you have that shape, I'm using a specific stamp set. That's why this matters that you wait. But once you have that shape and you punch this part and this part with it folded, you then get that. And then I went back. Oh, I think I still could have kept going. I don't know. Then I went back and did these after I stamped. So that's the shape that I end up with. Now here's what I want to tell you. You could do this with anything. You could do this with the scallop. The thing is cutting it short here and then doing the punch on the fold. Isn't that neat? I love punches because it makes you feel like you have some fancy die when you really don't. All right, so here's where we were. We'll just rewind. Okay, now that you have your card base, we're going to stamp. And I need to do a little design work. But here's what I did. I took this little guy and I folded this backwards and put it into here, into Misty. And then I magneted this guy down a lot, like that, okay? I already loaded my stamp, but I want to show you how I did it so you'll know. This is the houndstooth stamp, okay? And I loaded it by putting it as close to the Misty borders as I could. I did not want to overlap it. This is why we get an A2-ish card. You'll see in a second. So I don't want to overlap it. Why? If I overlap it, then I can't press flush. Does that make sense? If I overlap the border, it's lifted up on one side. You don't want that to happen. So you just want to put that in there where you can just pick it up like so. Now, put this guy in the corner. I used this book before. I used the Man book, which has all this cool stuff in it. These are on order. These, y'all buy, I'm going to tell you something. When these hit the shelf, they go. So get the Man book because you can use it for so much. So today I'm going to use a different book. I want to use the travel book because there's some cute stuff in here. It's not just travel. Let me show y'all. Let me get to it. Passports are cute. But look at the little backpacks and suitcases. I think that would be super cute. But look right here, this camera, the sunglasses, the coffee. I think that's what I want to do. I think I do. Hey, Shannon, you want to cut these for me while I'm...
Sure.
No, I should have cut these out ahead of time, but... So I'm thinking sunglasses, camera, coffee.
Okay.
What else? Cell phone?
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, the journal, the bigger one.
Journal.
Just cut, and we'll just play.
You got some cutter bees?
So Shannon's going to start fussy cutting. Don't want to stab
Do
you
you
with
want
those.
any border around it or flush?
No,
or?
flush, because we're going to ink it.
Gotcha.
Okay, so now we need to do this. What color should I do this? Brown? Let me see that. Brown?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do brown. We'll do acorn.
Anita, the stamp set shipped out on Monday because the 6th was on Sunday. So it may be a little bit later getting to you than normal because it didn't get to ship till Monday. But hopefully you'll have it soon.
Anytime reveal is on Sunday, they go out on Monday. All right, so I'm just inking this guy up. And I'm using Acorn. This is Acorn from VERSAFINE.
Acorn?
Acorn. It's Acorn. You're exactly right. It's Acorn. And then I'm just going to press this down just like so. Now I will probably do this again. Yep. Last time I did it, I think I did it 3 times because I wanted it rich. And there's a little bit here I want to doctor up a little bit. So let's do that again. The thing about this card is it doesn't have to be houndstooth that you stamp here. It can be anything that you stamp over here because it'll just all be cute. You know, hanging out in the edge, you could put, if you were doing a B card, you could do a hive, like not hive, but what's it called? Like the hexagon pattern hanging out would be cute. Just about anything. That looks pretty good. We're going to stop there. I told you I wanted to do a card with a rustic houndstooth, but I don't know if everybody would like that. I think it'd be pretty. Like if you took some of the ink off and didn't stamp it perfect and it looked kind of worn and rugged, I think that looked pretty. All right, so here's this. Now let me show you. Right here, I've got a little gap of stamp, which you could leave. Not the end of the world. Here's where it's A2-ish. I'm going to take that off because I don't love it. There it goes. Now we'll do the punching because I want the pattern to run all the way to the edge. So on this card, I'm going to punch here. And I'm going to go back to my stub punch. I love the stub punch. I think it's such a good punch for masculine projects. Reminds me of a ticket. Imagine why it does.
Sounds like you're punching a ticket.
It does sound like you're punching a ticket. It's funny. Then I'm going to do the corners.
Sounds like we're getting on the Polar Express.
Now, while Shannon is still cutting, this is perfect, I'm going to ink. Because I think inking this top panel really shows this guy off. So. I don't think I can talk in ink. What's going on in our comments?
Not too awful much. Now, Oka did ask a while ago if you were planning on having some Christmas in July stamps.
Oh no, we don't do that. Yes, that's one of our biggest things we do every year. We have lots planned for Christmas in July. I think we have 4.5 sets. Is that right?
I think so.
When I say half, we have a small set also. I think we have 4 plus a small, and it might be 5. It might be. Yeah, July is always our biggest. It's actually where we do most of our Christmas release. We typically don't do a lot the rest of the year for Christmas, maybe 1 or 2. But in July, I release most of them. Sure thing.
If we could just talk the paper companies into getting in the game for Christmas in July.
If we can make the paper companies understand that releasing, not just releasing, because they release it early, like we see it early, but shipping paper in August, Christmas paper in August to retailers is not the way to go. Like, I don't know how to explain that to them. Like, we try to tell them, like, listen, we do Christmas in July, and it's not just Maymay that does it. It's when crafters start. We start making projects.
Well, you started all the Christmas in July stuff.
No, I did not. Christmas in July has been around forever and a day. That's the thing. What I do, and people don't understand.
I guess I just had never heard of it till you started doing it, because, you know.
What retailers don't understand, or not retailers, but manufacturers don't understand, is that by August, most people are through with their Christmas projects. Like, we crafters craft early. And I just wish I could get them to understand that. I think we need to start contacting them and going, guys, release your Christmas in July. Like you were telling, you were talking to some folks the other day and you were like, they're not even released. Last year they released early, but I think that's because they needed to do something last year. You know, it was a different year. But it's like, come on, guys.
No, because you know you need more Christmas stamps. Don't even start.
July. That's when I want it to release. Am I the only one who feels that way about, is anybody else saying that? I don't understand why they wait so long to release. Because Vince, like, you won't even buy new paper packs in like October. Typically, not new Christmas ones, typically. Because you guys are done.
They just sit here and then we end up having to do something crazy with them.
I don't always complain, but when I do, I do. I don't always complain about that, but it really is the craziest thing to me. Like, I start planning Christmas in May and June because July's, and it's not just because I do it on my channel. That's not what I'm saying. You guys know, if you're crafters, who waits that late to start their Christmas projects? Who waits that late to start their Christmas gifts? You know, I don't understand. I don't understand it. Shannon's so good. Look at this. Everybody needs a Shannon.
And she's intent too, buddy.
Listen, I was filming a video yesterday. This is so funny. I was filming a video, which you guys will see Saturday, I think, And I was like, okay, now we need to score these. And I went to reach for it, and Shannon had handed it to me. And I was like, that's like a surgeon. Scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
Well, typically what the paper companies do, it seems like they start pushing the fall papers in June and July when really.
But they still don't ship them then.
Yeah.
Which is another thing. It's like they put us so late getting the stuff that a lot of times.
They need to do like February, March pre-order of Christmas papers to ship out in July.
I
Or
agree.
ship out in June.
Let me show you what I'm doing. See how I'm just stacking this on the edge? This is what I think makes this such a cute card, because it's not, you're not just building inside of this panel. However, you could, because let me show you that. Like if you just built this inside the panel, it would be just as cute and show more of your houndstooth. So if you're into that, it's just as cute. I just kind of like it hanging off the edge to give it that little that little bit of something. Something. I'm sorry I'm complaining. I'm not really complaining. It really shocks me because I'll tell you why it shocks me. Let me tell you. So like home decor distributors, they're on their game. Aren't they, Shannon?
Yes.
Like,
I mean, you have to order Christmas in January from them.
I have to
folks.
order Christmas almost a year in advance, and it will ship to me in the summer if I want it to. Like, they are on their game. And I guess that's where it comes from. I'm like, I really, 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 like, we've already got our Christmas and our
already
fall
ordered
home
Christmas
decor
and
stuff
fall.
ordered and going to be, and we have it being shipped to us end of July, I think. So I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just different. And I guess I didn't realize it until we started doing home decor stuff. And I'm like, wow, they actually want you to order it a year in advance. They want you to. So,
And your
perfect.
glasses.
This is enough. Yeah, thank you. Perfect. All right. Ink up these glasses that already look inked up. We're excited for Christmas in July. It kind of kicks off my season. I know it's crazy. Vince will tell you, I think before YouTube, Christmas in July was a thing for me. Like, I loved it. Which is, let me tell you something, which is why I never complain when other people complain about, like, the big box stores getting all their Christmas stuff out early. I don't complain because I want to prep. I want to be ready for November 1st because that's when I decorate, right? So I like to prep. So I never complained about it. And I get it when people don't understand it because it's just me. Now I'll show you another tip that I did the other day. So I laid this guy out like I wanted it. The whole card, the little fishing card that I did. I laid everything out. And then I took my phone and snapped a picture of it. Because I got it like I like it. And I am typically the person that as soon as I move everything, I forget where I had it. And then I wasn't as happy with it. I want that to go a little higher up, so I'm going to drag it out. So yeah, if you need that little tip, once you get it where you want it, snap a photo of it. And I think that's very helpful to do that.
It looks like my camera froze up. Any ideas why it would have done that?
You are frozen. I don't know why that would have happened. Let me see something. See if I can wake you up. I did. I think I did. You're moving again. All right, and then these up here, see? So, like, I would forget this layout. So y'all gonna have to try to help me.
You're on the phone.
Watch. No, look.
Oh, there you go. Slide it off. Don't move it. Don't move it. Don't move it.
Okay. You also can see what goes where. I ended up stacking all mine underneath, which is probably not real great because I need to start at the bottom. So I'll just put glue where it needs to go and not where it doesn't need to go. Anyway, I'll leave a little bit at the top for it to hang off. Another thing, which I just messed up on. If you're going to hang it off the edge, you don't need glue off the edge. Which I just put a little off the edge there. But that's what your chair's for. Just wipe it on your chair. You just wipe it on your chair is what you do.
So next time on the new tours, you can turn Maymay's chair over and see the glue fingers.
Oh my goodness.
I think I tickled some people showing them the light switch in your room.
I don't think we've ever told everybody here about that. We, Shannon and I decorated the background of our videos with the bookshelves, which now you hardly ever see, which we were so excited about, but you hardly ever see all of them. But we did that and then covered up our light switch. We didn't realize we covered up our light switch. So Shannon came up with a brilliant idea. One of you guys had just sent me a spatula that looks like has weenie dogs on it. I mean, I think we just got it that day.
Yeah.
And so Shannon said, here's what we'll do. So this spatula lives on top of you can put it under here. This spatula lives on top of my bookshelf, and this is what we turn our light on with every day. So whoever sent that to me, great job. We really needed it. And so Vince showed, he was doing
You're
a tour
our
this week.
lightsaber.
He was doing a tour this week and showed them how we turn our lights on in my office. It was funny.
Tamitha says she uses press and seal.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Y'all know me. I'm the worst purist there is.
Too much. If it's not there, it's not there.
I don't know why I'm that way. I cannot figure it out because I love every other thing in the world. All right, now you're awesome. I'm just going to stamp on the front of this one instead of on the inside. I did it on the inside last time. Do I want this to be a friend card? An uncle card? think I want it to be a friend card. You're awesome, friend. Or is it friend, you are awesome? Whatever you want it to be.
Friend, you are awesome.
You think that's what it is? That's what it'll be then.
Sure.
All right, so your computer is not happy. Do you hear it?
It's airing out, I guess.
It's complaining over there. All right, so you're awesome.
Oh, Heidi said a card for G.
Oh, that's nice. He would like it. This is where I'm going to decide about friend, because it may not fit above as like I want it to. The way I just did this, so we'll see.
I understand.
Oh, it does. Looks good. Now, this stamp has not been stamped, and I want to tell y'all, if that's the case, you need to season them. And I'm going to stamp it here once. It did perfectly fine. It's never been stamped before. Sometimes they do great, sometimes they don't. But I just like to ink them and stamp them a couple of times. And then I can stamp it right on top. And if you're nervous about this, I always wait to stamp till the end. But if you're nervous about stamping, go ahead and do your stamping in the beginning so you don't mess your card up. But I tend to always do it at the end. I love these stamp sets that have every name that fit every bill. You know what I'm saying? Friend, you're awesome. Look how cool. That's so easy to do. And it just looks good. And because the papers are patterned on the back, they look good too. But here's something you can do. You can ink these and make them kind of blend in with that inked edge. I didn't do that on the fishing one. Now, on the fishing one, I did do one thing different. Oh, I'm doing good. I always look at the time. I cut another piece and put right here. And all I did was just measure from the side to the houndstooth, and then I just did the same punch and inked it. So there's a separate piece inside of here that I didn't put inside of here. But isn't that cool? I mean, that's so easy to do, right? And it looks like somebody like, well, how'd you do that? That's kind of cool. I also layered this one and didn't layer that one. I put a panel in there. Do you see it? And I didn't panel this one. Should have. That was fast, y'all.
Speedy Gonzalez.
That was good.
That was fast. Aren't you proud?
I am.
You should be, because I did that quick. So that means we can get to the after show faster. If y'all want to start
We ain't
finding,
got nothing to show in the after show.
if y'all want to start, I have all of this.
I have a lot.
Oh, you were
Plus,
being
I was
sarcastic.
being just a touch sarcastic.
So I hope that gives you a little something different. I got to tell y'all something right now. Y'all, Saturday's video, it's the beginning of a 3-part series. And it's going to be good. I wish I could say how good it's going to be. I can give you a sneak peek.
Super good.
No, I can give them a sneak peek of how good it's going to be, because these are online now, aren't they?
Yes.
Y'all want a sneak peek of how good it's going to be? Y'all wanted one of these. The Recipe Builder stamp set is in the house. And Saturday's video will be the beginning of a 3-part series using this guy. So, y'all know how much I love recipe boxes
And it's
books
available
and
for
things like
sale
that.
now, right?
It's available now. But Saturday's video starts a 3-part series around it. Oh, it's so good. Don't miss Saturday's video. So good. Okay, there was your hint. That was your hint. All right, have we got it? Yep, the Crafter After Show has been linked. So if you want to click on there and head over and start chatting in the after show, we're going to close this one out and go play where we can talk about whatever we want for how long we want to. But I hope you enjoyed this. Super easy. And I'm excited to see what you guys do with this idea. So remember, we have a customer gallery that is like our very own Pinterest. If you want inspiration using our actual stamps and our actual products that we carry in the store, go to our customer gallery on our website at MaymayMadeIt.com, and you'll see over 2,000 projects that you guys have submitted to give you inspiration. So you don't have to go searching very far, just right there. So go check that out.
Almost 400 people watching and only 99 likes.
Oh, that's sad. Give us some thumbs up. Y'all, I've discovered something recently I didn't know, but thumbs up actually do matter. I watched this young lady who did some research on it, and YouTube tells us all the time that they don't pay attention to thumbs up and thumbs down, but she said based on the studies she's done, they do. So anytime you watch any of your favorite creators, even if they just have worked to put out a video that maybe not your favorite that particular time, give them a thumbs up for the hard work, because it really does matter and it helps advance our channels. All right, guys, we love you. Head over to the Crafter After Show, and we'll see you there in just a few minutes. Bye, guys. Y'all aren't saying bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
They got distracted. All right, we'll see you in a
We're
minute.
going to the Crafter After Show.